Hello, my dears. Welcome back. Here we are. So happy to be here with you today. Hi, Jordan. Hi, Claire. Kayla. Sweet. All the diehards are here. All right. It feels like a breath of relief making it to water, honestly. After such a couple of intense months of earth and fire, the softening comes with water. And this is where everything really starts to come together. This is where we find our flow. This is where we can begin to unify everything that we've been practicing thus far. And there's a sweetness that comes with this element that, they all carry their own distinct medicine that is essential for existing. But water is it's like a treat. It is love. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and begin smudging the space. Set the tone. Yay, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. We're just smudging right now, darling. Kiki's vibing. All right. And once you feel good and clear, I welcome you to grab a hold of your candle. Seeing some shuffling about, holding for grace. All right. Taking a moment to tune into the here and now, dropping into the present. Holding your candle in your left hand, I invite you to raise your right hand high overhead. Tapping into that center channel, the Anima Mundi, the Axis Mundi, calling in all aspects of self into our hearts, to here and now, to be fully present in this moment, at this time. Beautiful. Turning the gaze inward, envisioning that white light encircling you, moving in a counterclockwise direction. And with 3 counterclockwise circles, we banish the profane. all that blocks and binds from our sacred space. Holding your candle to the side, returning the gaze inward, taking a deep breath in, exhaling, giving that white light a push as it quickens, crackles, and cleanses the atmosphere. And with 3 clockwise circles, we welcome our benevolent ancestors, guardians, guides, helper spirits, the spirit of the elemental of water to be here with us today as we practice. So it is. I'm going to read you a passage from a beautiful book written by a friend of mine, Anwen Avalon. She wrote the book Water Witchcraft and Water Priestess Arts. I love her dearly. I've had the honor of dancing with her in this lifetime. And I love how she's just devoted her life and magic to water and the spirit of water, protecting the waters and teaching water magic. And I highly recommend her books. And I will share them with you again in the notes from class. She says, magic is described by the most powerful magicians in history as change in accordance with will. In water magic, we exert our will and intent through our physical and energetic bodies to perform rituals and spells that can change the properties of water. This is why water magic can be so powerful. Moreover, if we accept that words and intent influence the structure of water molecules, and we define magic as change according to will, and we consider will and intent to be virtually synonymous, we can state a clear and simple formula for water magic. Intent plus water plus delivery method equals magical change. So it is through the grace and flow of water that we can find that change within ourselves. We can seek that change. We can find nourishment with water just as much as we can from earth or fire, but it's in a way that brings about a unification. So we have a water mudra, also known as the mudra of love, Trikola, and you'll find various names for this mudra across the board and throughout different countries that work with this mudra in the East. So Trikola, also referred to as Bhumi mudra and Yara mudra, is the pinky and the thumb. And when you gently rub these fingertips together, this awakens the water element, activates it within your physical form, within your body and your being. And as with earth, we experienced a grounding, a stabilization, earthing. With fire, we build heat and empower our divine will. It is with this mudra that we can access the circulatory magic in our bodies. This mudra brings about a cooling effect, a softening, a sweetening. With fire, we experience heat and purification. With water, we experience cooling and cleansing. So I invite you to just gently rub these fingertips together, return your gaze inward, and just allow this mudra to do its work upon you for a few moments. Tuning in, allowing the cooling to wash through your being. with this mudra, we tune into the heart chakra, the sacral, and the third eye. So water has 3 unified chakras that I personally like to work with in conjunction with each other. So if you firmly press these fingertips together, you have Trikola Mudra. Now, in Indian classical dance, you'll see it very firmly pronounced, and at times the fingers even splay. And this is to create a trident shape. And I have my own personal theory that the shape of the trident and that symbol came from this mudra. I don't know which came first, honestly, but mudras are hella old. They are crazy ancient. And if this mudra in Indian classical dance, you'll see it used by Vishnu to create a trident that slays demons. But it is also the mudra of love, and you can really tap into the alchemical aspects and the healing properties of this mudra by bringing those fingertips together, just like we were doing with the other mudras. That's what we'll be doing with all of the mudras. But it really is about activating that circuit where you bring those nerve endings together and you activate them here so that you can really tap into this. This is what activates that alchemical working within your physical form so that you can really develop a relationship with it internally. So if you bring these fingertips together into a water diamond, you've got your pinky finger and your thumb together, and then the rest of them together. This is a great conductor for moving the energy between your chakras. For today, we're just going to work with the heart, and in the next 2 classes, we'll integrate the sacral and the third eye. So today, I really just want to tune into the heart chakra and take you on a little guided meditation. I'm going to get some singing bowls going here. All right. Oh, and before we move into this, if you have your jasmine oil, this is a great time to anoint. Jasmine, you don't need to, you don't really want to huff it like we did with Bay. Jasmine is very powerful. She likes to be dabbed on lightly. Jasmine awakens the loving nature within our beings and attracts love into our lives. She brings about this effortless essence. She draws on the power of the moon, also known as the Queen of the Night. When I was a little girl, I grew up in the Hawaiian Islands, and I lived in some really old houses, and I had this beautiful night blooming jasmine plant growing right outside of my bedroom window. Up in North Kohala, it was so magical dreaming with the jasmine at night. And part of your homework this week is going to be to give yourself a bath with jasmine oil. Just completely immerse yourself in the water with the jasmine. All right. Coming back to Trikola Mudra. Now, when you do your Trikola, I believe what I feel when I work with this mudra is allowing a little bit of a softening is good. So it doesn't have to be perfectly straight, which is nice for practice so that you can get your fingers to find comfort in being straight is a good thing to do. But when you're just tuning in, you're going in, you can allow your fingers to soften. Try not to let them splay, just let them sort of curl into each other. Make sure you're bringing those fingertips together with the pinky and the thumb. And so you can do a heart pod with your tricula, just gently bringing the fingertips together and holding them like so. Or you can do a straightened water diamond. Whatever feels good to you in this moment, just tune into what your body needs right now, what your spirit is calling for. Closing the eyes. Bringing our awareness to our heart center. Breathing into the heart. Allowing this mudra to work as an amplifier within the temple of your heart. If you feel and tune in to a single drop of divine consciousness coming from the above, finding its way down into a pool at the center of your heart, where the ripples emanate out to all of existence. Breathing into the sanctuary of this space, this fathomless well that resides in the temple of your heart. Breathing in the essence of jasmine, allowing her to merge with your spirit in this space. As you allow the waters of infinite divine love to wash through your being. You find yourself in a cave where this infinite well resides, a cave of renewal for generation, the womb of our mother. Sitting at the center of your fathomless well resides a lotus. And as you inhale, the lotus slowly unfurls, welcoming in the divine essence and the breath, seeing magic and light burst out from between the petals as it unfurls to fullness, and exhaling, the petals slowly curl back up in on each other, nestling together into completion in that closure. To inhale again, slowly unfurling those petals as the magic bursts out, sparkles and light. Exhaling as the petals slowly close. Let's take another deep breath in, tuning into that beautiful unfolding of our lotus. And exhaling to close. Bringing your awareness to the roots of your lotus that descend down into the deep, dark waters of the subconscious. Allowing yourself to just feel into these roots. Inhaling up through those roots as the lotus unfurls. Exhaling out through the top of the lotus, allowing the energy to ripple out into all of existence as your petals slowly close. 2 more deep breaths here. And now returning your gaze to the waking world, opening the eyes and opening your fingertips, keeping the tips of your thumbs and pinkies together. We create a double lotus chalice shape. And this is a beautiful shape that you can work with as you breathe with your lotus, opening and gently closing, and opening and gently closing. And as you open your lotus, just tuning into that infinite well, that resource. This is where we can go. This is where we can always return to fill our own cup and know that this source is infinite so that we never run out. We can always share, but always remembering to share once your own cup is filled. Remember to always fill your own cup first. Opening, you can even symbolically drink of this nectar. Welcoming it in, or you can even pour it over your head and allow these waters of rejuvenation to wash through your being. Beautiful. All right, let's open the water gate. Water resides in the west. So when you face your true north in your temple, which is where you face when you dance, water will be to the left of you. And to create your water posture, you want to create a crescent shape with your receptive hand, like so. And you're going to hold it aloft. And we have our natural Athame, Prana Mudra, ring finger, pinky finger, thumb, holding that high in your dominant hand. Facing the west, you're welcome to repeat after me. And we call powers of the west, essence of water. I summon you to this sacred place. Guardians, elementals, merfolk, undines, and Nixa of the ocean depths, be with me now and lend your powers of intuition and emotion. Open my heart. Awaken your power of daring and acceptance within me. Come, crashing wave and foggy dusk. Come, glistening dew and river rapids to buoy and carve the way for this magic. We draw the opening pentagram, which begins at the left point of your star. As you begin your point, already begin to see that blue light coming in through the gate as you draw that blue light straight across to the right. And then we make our way down to the left, straight up to center, down to the right, back over to the left. And then we open the gate with a clockwise circle, blue light, and draw that blue light in to kiss our fingertips. Allowing the blue light to flood your temple space, we bow and say hail and welcome. All right, let's get some yoga in, shall we? I welcome you to meet me on the mat in the lotus position. Give yourself a few moments, a few breaths to just move intuitively, organically, deepening your presence and awareness into the here and now. Hi, Lori. Yay. Allowing your body to tell you what it needs. Breathing into the areas that are asking for a little extra support. Sending a psychic message on the breath that you acknowledge them and you love them. You're going to do everything you can to take care of them today, even though we're going to work them. So today our primary focus is going to be on circular shapes. We're going to do lateral circles and vertical circles. And I have a beautiful collection of circles and undulations to share with you. All right, finding your center, allowing the crown to raise nice and high, sliding your hands back on your legs so that your elbows can rest comfortably beneath your shoulders. Allow your spine to align with your crown all the way down to the base. Give yourself some big shoulder rolls, scrunching the shoulders up towards the ears before bringing them all the way back and down. Using the muscles in your armpits to do the lifting so that everything up top can soften. Excellent. Raising the chest high. Bringing your awareness to your throat, creating a little bit of pressure there to help slow the passage of the breath. Guiding the breath all the way down to the base of your spine. Filling the belly, allowing it to brim up into your chest as the chest elevates. Exhaling, contracting the abdominal muscles, keeping the chest lifted and shoulders back. Conscious exhale. Slow, conscious inhale. Slowly filling the belly, lifting the chest. Conscious exhale. Chest elevated, shoulders back. Contract those abdominal muscles. Give yourself 3 more fully activated conscious breaths here, focusing on using each inhale and exhale for strengthening your posture. Now allow yourself 3 breaths, softening into this strength, finding the ease within this alignment, luxuriating in the breath. All right, let's take a deep breath in, sweeping our arms out, raising them all the way up. Exhaling, pressing them down with strength, like they're pressing against an invisible force. Sliding your hands behind you, fingertips aimed in towards your sit bones. Slowly draw the shoulder blades together, lift the chest. Deep breath in as you gently lift the chin. Exhale fully. See if you can rotate your elbows closer to each other. Another deep breath in. Exhale, ease your way forward. Inhale, arms up. Draw them down in front of you and exhale, sliding them forward into a seated forward fold. We'll have 3 conscious breaths here, softening everything. When you're ready, lift your chin, lead with your chest to come up. We'll switch out our legs. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, down with strength. Inhale up, drawing the arms down in front of you, exhaling forward into your seated forward fold on this side. 3 conscious breaths. No. Keep breathing. Tiari forgot to put her phone in airplane mode again. Do not disturb forever. Okay. And coming on up. We're going to find the tabletop position. Wrists just beneath the shoulder sockets, knees just beneath the hip bone sockets. Allow your chest to sink down so that it's parallel between your shoulder sockets. And we're going to neutralize the tailbone. Crown of the head reaches straight forward. Have a conscious breath here. Soften your elbows so that they bend straight back towards your legs and lift the chest. Deep breath in. Exhale, draw your navel in towards your spine to come all the way back and down. Elbows and forehead to your mat. And inhale up, elbows soft, tailbone neutral, lift the chest. Exhale, all the way back and down. Give yourself 3 more repetitions of this. Tailbone reaching towards the wall behind you as you lower down. Drawing the shoulders down your back as you lift the chest. Inhaling up into tabletop, curling the toes under, exhaling into the plank position. Full conscious breath here. One more deep breath in. Exhale, draw your navel in towards your spine, raising the tailbone high, downward facing dog. Let's give each leg a nice stretch here. Making sure those feet are in alignment with the hip bones, setting an intention to keep them in this alignment as we move forward. All right, soften the knees. Aim the tailbone as high as you can, pressing the shoulders back, elongating the spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling, lower your heels, keeping the integrity in your spine. A couple more breaths here, broadening the shoulders. Relax the neck. Exhale, walk or hop your feet forward towards your hands to inhale into your strong half lift. Exhale, fold forward, soften the knees. Fingertips to your mat, engage the fold, tucking the chin. Inhale, sweep the arms out to rise all the way up. Reaching up and behind you, engage the knees, tailbone down. Exhale, palms together, forward fold. Fingertips to the mat, engage the fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms to your mat, stepping both legs back. Full breath into plank. One more deep breath in, and slow exhale down through chaturanga. We're going to inhale into our baby cobra, only using the muscles in our chest to do the lifting. Exhale, ease your way back down. Inhale up, coming up a little higher. Elbows in, shoulders back. Exhale down. Inhale, full cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Soften here. Give yourself a breath. Inhaling up onto the hands and knees. Soften the elbows. Lift the chest. Exhale all the way back and down. Inhale up, curl the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Broadening the shoulders, relaxing the neck. See if you can rotate your elbows down towards your mat. Let's sweep our right leg high towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knee, draw it in towards your nose. Inhale, extend and lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend and lift. Exhale, knee to nose, plant your foot in preparation for the lunge. We're going to do a low crescent lunge today. If you have sensitive knees, you can fold your mat on the left side. Set your left knee down on that fold. We're going to creep that right foot forward as far as we can and align the knee over the ankle. Now, if you have crazy sensitive knees, you can also use a blanket under your knee, which I tend to do from time to time. My left knee, it has problems from life. Lift your chest. You can use your right knee for support. Sink nice and low in those hips. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down. Really lift the chest high and then sweep the arms down, forward, and all the way up into your crescent. Draw your shoulders down your back. Rotate the elbows forward. Conscious breaths into the low belly. One more deep breath in, reach and exhale. Straighten that right leg, flexing your foot, setting your fingertips down on the floor. You want to feel your your left hip pulling forward. Lift the chest, deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward, engage the fold. Pressing your palms against your mat, tuck the chin. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. All right, let's step that leg back, uncurl the mat, curl the toes under, tabletop. Deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, walk or hop your feet forward towards your hands. Inhale into your half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms out to rise all the way up. Exhale, palms together, forward fold, engage the fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to your mat, both legs back into plank, lowering down through chaturanga, inhaling into cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop, curl the toes under, exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna sweep the left leg up, deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend and lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend and lift. Exhale, knee to nose. One more. And now we're gonna prep for the lunge on this side, bringing that left leg forward, finding your alignment, supporting yourself however you need to before lifting the chest. Roll the shoulders back and down, sweep the arms forward and all the way up, drawing the shoulders down the back, rotating the elbows forward, conscious breaths. One more deep breath in, reach and exhale forward. Feeling that right hip pulling forward, engaging the fold over your straightened left leg. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more. All right, let's find tabletop once again. Draw your shoulders down your back, lift the chest, deep breath in. Exhale, all the way back and down. All right, we're gonna come down onto our bellies, prone. We're gonna practice a little exercise here. So this is one of my favorite exercises for getting those belly rolls to happen. There are two muscle groups that you work with for belly rolls. You go ahead and stay on your mat, on your belly. I'm going to talk to you for a minute. You have two muscle groups. You have your upper abdominal muscles and you have your lower abdominal muscles. And these muscle groups we're going to really build their strength, get them to develop their own sovereignty, and then once we've done that, they'll be able to work as a team together. The upper abdominal muscle tends to be one of the more challenging muscles to develop. I have found for most people across the board. So this exercise is what I like to use for really getting it to develop at a more rapid speed. So you want to be prone on your belly. And we are going to extend our arms forward. We're going to come up into Superman. So when you lift up into Superman, you want to use the muscles in your chest to lift your chest, and your arms come straight out from your shoulder sockets. Legs lift. Now your upper abdominal muscles are between your rib cage at the top there. I want you to push those muscles away from the earth as hard as you can. Just push, 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 push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, relax. You can rest your forehead on the top of your hands, have a breath. That's all we're gonna do today, but be ready for a few more next week. All right, set your palms down beneath your shoulders. Deep breath into Cobra, elbows in, shoulders back. Exhale, Child's Pose. Inhale up into tabletop, curl the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, walk or hop your feet forward towards your hands to inhale into your half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out to rise all the way up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Strong breath into mountain. Having a breath, exhaling out through our roots. Inhaling up through the roots. Exhaling out through the branches. Let's spread our legs nice and wide, toes slightly turned inward, tailbone down, chest up, shoulders back. Have a conscious breath here. Sweeping the arms up, keeping them next to our ears as we fold forward, exhaling, hinging at the hips to come all the way down into our wide-legged forward fold. Planting your hands between your feet, shoulder distance apart. Engaging that fold, pressing your palms against your mat to draw your head closer to the earth. Remember to always keep your knees engaged. Reach with your tailbone towards the sky. Go ahead and reach out to grab a hold of each ankle with each hand. Bend your elbows to draw yourself closer to your legs. One more breath here. Go ahead and release, walk the hands forward, heel toe the feet a little closer together. Bend the knees, dig your elbows into your thighs, and bring the palms together at heart center. Garland. Shoulders are broad, heart open. Give each glute a squeeze. One more deep breath in. Exhaling, set the palms down, lift your tailbone, place your hands on your hips and lead with your chest to come up. We're going to rotate the left toes forward, aligning the heel of the left foot with the arch of the right. We're going to open our arms up, prepping for warrior two. Finding the alignment here, tailbone down, chest up, shoulders back. Bend your elbows with your palms facing to your right. So if they were up like so, palms are going to be up like that. Yes. Now, you don't need to worry too much about where your elbows are aligned. We just want a nice bend in the arms. We're going to take a deep breath in and exhaling, bending that left knee, keeping it in alignment with your foot. Have another breath into your posture and alignment. And exhaling, we're going to tilt, bringing that left hand behind the left knee. And inhaling, lifting the chest back up. Let's go full warrior two. And inhale, lift the palms. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, back up. Exhale, full warrior two. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, palms up. Keep the heart open, shoulders back. Exhale into your tilt. We're going to hang out here for a few breaths with that left hand behind the left leg. And you can sweep the right arm all the way up overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend that elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, up. And exhale, back to warrior two. Go ahead and turn the toes forward. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. 3 breaths into the engaged fold here. And grab a hold of the ankles. 3 more breaths. All right, go ahead and release. Walk the hands forward. Heel toe the feet closer together. Bend your knees. Hands on the hips. Lead with your chest to come up. Right toes forward. Aligning the heel of your right foot with the arch of the left. Deep breath in, prepping for warrior 2. Nice alignment here. Exhale, bend that right knee. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, lean. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior 2. Face looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, palms up. Face looks to your left. Exhale into your lean. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior 2. And again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior 2. And we're going to go in to stay for a bit. Inhale up. Exhale down, holding on here. Inhale, reach with that left arm. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. 2 more. Here we come, all the way back up. Exhale, warrior 2. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower those arms, straighten your leg, heel toe your feet together. Have some steps. Now give yourself some big hip swirls. And switch directions. All right, one more. Let's give ourselves some gentle neck stretches. One side to the other, then stop on one side, lower the chin down to center, make your way over to the other, lift the chin, and down and over, and lift. All right, let's begin with belly rolls. So now's a great time to expose thy belly. And you can put something on your waist, but no need quite yet, not necessarily. If you feel so inclined, I'm not stopping you. So I like to teach belly rolls sitting down so that we're not thinking about holding ourselves up a certain way while we practice and just can really associate ourselves with these muscle groups. So go ahead and have a seat in the lotus position. I'm going to stay close to the screen so that you can see what I'm doing. Nimue, your tree so pretty. So what I'd like to invite you to do is place one hand over your upper abdominals, which are between your rib cage up here, nice and high. And then you've got your lower abdominals that surround your belly button. Place another hand there. Now, take a moment, have a conscious breath into your posture. We really want to train ourselves to keep our posture strong when we practice our belly rolls, because this can tend to happen where you start to lose your posture, and we want to train ourselves to be able to get the belly to roll with the shoulders back and the chest elevated. So really just set an intention in this moment to train within that posture today, okay? So I want you to bring all of your awareness to the upper abdominal muscles and give them a push forward. Those were the same muscles we were pushing up off of the floor when we were in that Superman pose in yoga. So just give them a push, and you just want to feel them pushing straight forward away from your spine. Now, for some of us, I know for me, it took me a while to develop this muscle, and I was really frustrated at first. So if you don't feel anything happening, just trust that something is happening and keep on pushing. Eventually, you'll start to really see something, feel something happening. But you got to start somewhere, right? So just push. I like to give it a count so that I have something to focus my mind on. Pushing on the ones through an 8. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now while you're doing this, keep on pushing on those ones while I talk. You want your lower belly muscles to relax. Tell them to relax. You're focusing all of your awareness and energy on your upper belly muscles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just keep pushing. Tell everyone down here to relax. See if you can keep your breaths steady without going while you're doing it. That can come with practice too, but you do want to keep your breaths independent of what's going on here. I was very, very happy when I finally got to the point where I could keep talking while I was doing this. And 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's bring our awareness down here. So these muscles, you want to tell everyone up top to just mind their own business and relax. Down low, we're going to pull the navel in towards the spine, just like we do with downward dog. And so when you activate your downward dog and you lift your tailbone, use these muscles to do the lifting, and it's going to really enhance your composure and your impact in your low belly muscles, your abdominal muscles. So we're pulling in, so we're in like a swing here, and then we're going to push them all the way forward and out. And in. 1, 2, 3, 4, out. 5, 6, 7, 8. In. 2, 3, 4, out. 6, 7, 8. So you can use your hand to help guide your belly. Just give it a little extra guidance and support. I like to practice gradual ins and gradual outs. Falling in love with the journey on the in and out is a magical thing with the lower abdominal muscles. 5, 6, 7, 8. And so rather than feeling like you're just letting everything kind of hang out on the out, actually give it an intentional push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to speed it up to a 2 count. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doubles. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's remove our hands, and you can rest your hands on your legs, or you can hold them in second position. Low belly, in, out, in, out. Make it gradual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, double time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So something you can think of here, rather than just going boom, 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 is still holding on to that journey of the gradual pull and the gradual push, even within the ones. So instead of trying to rush to get from point A to point B, feel that gradual broop. So think, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, and a 8, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, 4. So you're starting to pull and starting to push on the and you're hitting your maximum goal, your end point on the number, right? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, and an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So we're going to practice our rolls now. So you can place both of your hands on your upper and lower abdominal muscles. We're going to push the upper abdominal muscles, give them a nice prep push, then contract the rib cage. So we're not going to splay the rib cage. We're just going to push those muscles forward, then contract the rib cage. And while we're doing that, everything down low is just soft and relaxed. Now we're going to gradually pull in the low belly so everyone is activated here. Push the upper belly and then lower belly out. In, contracting up top. In, contracting down low. Out, up, top, out, down, low. In, up, top, in, down, low. Out, up, top, out, down, low. In, out, out. In, out, out. In, out, out. And in, out, out. In, out, out. In, out, out. This is such a nourishing exercise. Keep your counts. Pro belly dancers do this until their dying day. Offering that support of the hands is a great way to just check in with self and for your belly to feel that support. Out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in. All right, we're gonna practice belly rolls again next week. Let's just give it a few more runs without our hands, supporting ourselves. Second position. In, out, out. 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 You can make them choppy for now. If you're already familiar with belly rolls, I'm sure you're just enjoying the practice. But try to give it some flow now. In, out, out. In, out, out. In, out, out. In, out, out. In, out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's nice about sitting down is your hips can't move So you're really just training those belly muscles. In, out, in, out, in, out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Belly rolls. We're gonna go even deeper with those next week. We have a lot to cover today. So, actually I almost got ahead of myself. So let's attempt a reverse undulation. So we've been going down. Now I want you to take those low belly muscles, draw them in, and then draw on the upper belly muscles. Let the lower belly muscles come out and the upper belly muscles come out. So we have in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out. Now with a reverse undulation, it really helped me to train by giving myself a little bit of a sit, a little tuck, where the tailbone lowers even just a little bit more, so that you can engage those super low abdominal muscles. And we're gonna really go into this even more next week. But you want to draw in up top, release below, release up top. In, out, out. In, out, out. Sit, roll up, tuck, roll up. And if you want to give yourself a little tiny chest lift at the top, just to seal the deal, it's a great way to practice. In, out, lift. In, out, lift. In, out, lift. Just finding, it doesn't need to be a full elevation of the chest, just a tiny little sealing the deal in that strong posture there, feeling everything lock in and hit that culminating point. In and up, in and up, in and up, in and up. All right, so we have our undulation down, in, out, out, and then we're gonna pull it right back in and up, in and down, in and up. And sometimes it really helps to get those reverse undulations to happen the way you want them to if you practice going down and up like so. And we're gonna do that a lot today, so let's move forward. We're gonna talk about, you can stand up now. In fact, we can roll up our mats. We're gonna do some chest movements. It's time to get into those circles. So we're gonna start with lateral circles because those are the weirdest. Keep your blocks handy. We're going to use those for cool down. Okay. So lateral circles instigate with a slide. I hope you've been practicing your chest slides and really getting your wrists to stay put on your invisible bar. Bridging the gap between the chest and the arm is essential, especially for chest circles. So give yourself a few slides from one side to the other. Just kind of grease the wheels here. Grease those gears. Give it a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. So in Earth, we practiced our crossroads in the chest, right? We're going to start to turn some of those lateral points into circular shapes. So what we prepped ourselves for with crossroads were some figure 8 shapes, which we're going to touch on next week. But we're going to start a little more simple today and just do some circles. So give yourself a slide to the left. Now I want you to feel your scapula on the right, drawing in, and it's not going to go down, it's just going to pull in. Now draw your left scapula in, soften on the right and soften on the left, and feel your heart reaching towards the wall behind you. Still keeping your posture strong, so the shoulders stay pretty strong here. We don't want this to happen, but you can feel your heart reaching towards the wall behind you, still keeping the shoulders pretty much in place. Want to keep a strength there. So we're going to slide to the left, draw that right scapula in, left scapula in, and now we're sliding over to the right and doing that little scoop in the back to bring it over. So we're making a lateral circle here with our chest. So if you were to look straight down beneath you, you'd be tracing a circle with your chest on that lateral plane. Let's give it an 8 count. So what we want to avoid is any lifting of the chest, because that would be in the vertical plane. So we're keeping everything on this very lateral. So when you slide, bridge the gap between your chest and your arm, scapula together, soften on the left, scoop in the back, and slide to the left. And front, right, back, and left. With a count, 5, 6, 7 to the front, 1 and 2, back 3 and 4, and 5 and 6, and 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So we hit the front on the 2, back on the 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Hit your sides on the 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 on the left, 2 on the front, 3 on the right, and 4 on the back. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, as long as your wrists are staying still, which is the most important thing to think about here, aside from making your clear circle, if you already have practice, if you already have training with these chest circles, you can allow the energy to come out through your fingertips from time to time so that your arms don't just look like mannequin arms. But for starting out, keep them looking like mannequin arms so that you can make sure they're staying put. And then once they've established their sovereignty in these areas and they know where they belong, then you can allow some flow in, some flow out through the fingertips. But don't let them move from your invisible bar. Let's try it the other way. Sliding to the right, front, left, back, right, front, left, back, and around. 2, 3, and 4. I need a song with a little bit of a slower count here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. We're gonna alternate on the next one. Here we go. To the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, as you're practicing, bring your awareness back to that internal well. Just take a little lap through that well and breathe that nourishment into your chest circle. and 5, 6. Whenever I do chest circles in the realm of water, I make every circle an offering. We're giving with our hearts and receiving. Giving and receiving. Offer and receive. Offer and receive. Find the joy in this movement. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, on to the next thing. So let's do some Amis. These are interior hip circles. I don't think we've covered Amis yet. No, I don't think we have. So with an Ami, it's very muscular. I'm going to put my belt on so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So we're going to work a lot of muscle groups with our Amis. I'm going to give you a brief intro today because time. And next week we'll go a little deeper. So with Amis, I like to instigate with the glute. So I will give that glute a squeeze. Let's try it on your left side. And then you want to feel your oblique pulling your hip in towards your spine like we did with our anchors. Now you want to feel in right here between your hip and your low abdominal muscles. There's this zone, right? Kind of where the ovaries are. Your psoas is in there. Your psoas is a very important muscle, and that's right, I've covered psoas with you. So when we worked the psoas for our crossroads of the hips, we're gonna really pull that psoas in for the third isolation of our Ami. So we have glute, oblique, psoas, low belly. Psoas on this side, oblique, and glute. So now, when everything is clenched and activated and pulling in towards your core, you're kind of in a swing, that is the center point of your Ami. Now we're going to release everything in the same order that we just squeezed it. So we're going to release right glute, right oblique, right psoas, low belly, left glute, sorry, I'm mirroring you. So we squeezed left over to right. Now we're going to release left over to right. So we have release left glute, left oblique, left psoas, low belly, right psoas, right oblique, right glute. And then everyone is relaxed. So for your Ami, think in, and out, 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 out. In, out, 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 out. In, out, 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 out. So you have that gradual pull in, gradual release. Let's try that going the other way. So right glute, right oblique, right psoas, low belly, left psoas, left oblique, left glute. Swing. And now we're going to release right side over to the left. In, out, 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 out. In, out, 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 out. Now your knees, just like with hip anchors and shimmies, you want to keep a softness in the knees so that they can help give your hips the space they need, the room they need to really move in this way. So Amis should be very interior. You want to think like, I'm not trying to make a hip circle happen. I'm pulling all of that energy in and then letting it relax. Drawing it in and then letting it go. This is very much a coiling that's happening here. So let's drill that for half a song on each side. We're gonna think, falling in love with the journey from point A to point B, glute to low belly, one and a, two, everyone's in, 3 and a 4, everyone's out, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, left to right, and out, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, other side, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. Switching sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, half time, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 5, 6, 7, 8, other way, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 5, 6, 7, other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 5, 6, 7, 8, other way, 2, 3, 4, out, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, everyone's in on 4, release 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, other way. Get ready for double time. Actually, we're gonna take a little break. So I want you to think about on your ins, falling in love with that journey of the gradual in. On the out, give the low belly a little extra push rather than letting it just hang out. Okay, left to right. 1 and 2, out 3 and 4, 5 and 6, out 7 and 8, 1 and 2, out 3 and 4. Switching sides, here we go. And 1 and 2, out 3 and 4, 5 and 6, out 7 and 8, 1 and 2, out 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Find your crease in your belly. See if your crease is dancing. If your crease is dancing, you got happy Ami going on. Switch sides. All right, let's move on. So we're gonna do head swirls. These are one of my favorite movements. And it begins with a slide. So we practiced our slides, going from right to left with our little guideposts, right? So same thing, and you want to keep it small with your head swirls, just like you would with head slides. Always keep it small and powerful. So we're gonna slide to the left, boom, tiny little slide. Now we're gonna ease the head forward. So it's like if your head was on a circular track, you're gonna follow that track to the front. Now follow that circular track over to the right and back to neutral. So when you do head swirls, you're never gonna go all the way back because this is what happens. So it's always a front around to neutral. It's an extension forward. So you've got that tiny little slide. Let's go to the right, right, front, left, neutral, right, front, left, neutral, right, front, left, neutral, right, front, left, neutral. And once you've got your circles on that lateral plane feeling really good, you can start to get into some variations on it. But for now, let's just keep it on that lateral plane. We're gonna go to the right, 2, 3, and 4. Right, front, left, and neutral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switching sides. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do a full 8 count each way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as you're doing this, you want to feel your ears pressing against that invisible force. That'll bring the strength into the movement. Everyone looks really good. Let's move on. Lateral swirls. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more chest movement, and then we're going to get into our combo for the week for homework. All right, so we did lateral chest circles. We're going to do vertical chest circles. One of my most favorite movements of all time. I feel like vertical chest circles are my medicine. I drop into vertical chest circles just to feel better about life in general. So we are going to activate those crossroads that we've been talking about and those scapula that we've been working with. So get ready for figure eights next week. Next week's going to be a banger. And make sure you're practicing your circles this week so that you can feel confident in your movements next week. So I'm going to give you my back so you can see what I'm doing with the scapula. We're going to slide the chest to the right, drawing that left scapula in, drawing it down, and bringing the right scapula down to meet it so that the chest is elevated in the center. Now we're going to soften on the left side as the right scapula draws, pulls all the way in, and then return to neutral. So something to think about here is when, just like we did with the crossroads, you've got that slide in. So if I'm drawing the right scapula, if I'm drawing the left scapula in, sliding to the right, I'm going to draw that left scapula down to elevate on the right. And that's going to give us the elevation we want on that right side. And then when you draw the right scapula in to meet it, then you have that full elevation at center. Now coming over on the other side, you want to just begin to soften the scapula on the left as the right pulls in even further so that you're making your way over to that full extended slide on the left side. And then use your left scapula to usher your chest back to neutral. So it can meet it with the right in neutral, sliding it in and completing that circle. Now, when you're practicing your chest circles, we're just gonna start counting and doing them. And I'm gonna talk about nuance and technique while we're doing it. So Let's slide to the left, drawing that right scapula in, bridging the gap, drawing the right scapula down to elevate the chest on the left, keeping your wrists on your invisible bar, always. Now draw that left scapula down to meet the right. Now we're going to soften on the right as the left pulls in, finding that full extended slide, and then feel the right scapula ushering the chest back to center. And slide, lift, center, over, down, neutral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep going. So as we're practicing these counts, I'm going to talk to you, just getting these power points here, creating your power points in your circle. You want to feel the shoulders always finding their strength, pulling back, especially as your chest is making its way over to the other side and coming down. What can tend to happen here, I'm going to do a demonstration of what not to do, is that shoulder coming forward and down. We don't want that to happen. So as the chest is coming over and down, keep that shoulder consciously pulled back, and you want to feel strength there as you're completing the circle. Let's make it a 4 count going around. So we would have sliding to the left is the 1, the anda would be that elevation on the left. 2 is center, anda is the elevation on the right. 3 is all the way slid to the right, and then 4 is back to center. 5 and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Let's switchy sides. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6. All right, so now we're going to give it a full 8 count on each side. So you're going to follow that vertical circular track with your chest, using your scapula to do the work. We want to make it out, around, and up top. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, back to neutral on 8. All right, here we go. And 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch directions. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switchy sides. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Vertical chest circles. Okay, I have one more thing to show you today. So homework is going to be practice those counts. And I see this more than anything. I can see beautiful technique happen, but the counts can be really off. So just make sure that you're making those. Jordan, is the back also neutral for the vertical chest circle? Yes. So the lateral chest circle has that scoop, right? Vertical chest circle, not so much, not starting out. You can integrate a scoop when you feel like it, once you've got those verticals nice and strong, and you know where neutral is as your like home center, like your home base landing point. But something I like to do with my vertical chest circles when I'm just in the zone is start with a scoop and then bring them up and over. For personal preference at times, like especially when I'm improvising, I like to kind of play around between the two, but it really is crucial that you find your sovereignty in those really clear beginning and ending points between the two, so that your body knows what it's doing and it doesn't start to noodle. We don't want noodling. So make sure with your lateral chest circles, you can go back a little bit. Vertical chest circles, keep it entirely on that vertical plane, and home base is a strictly neutral chest. Thank you for asking. Okay, so we're gonna do a little heart burst here. So I'd like for you to create a V shape with the top of your hands. Elbows are elevated, so we don't want floppy wings. We want to have a nice elevation here. They can come out directly from shoulder height, even a little higher is okay. We just don't want them, sad. So keep an elevation in the elbows, and you want your hands to look like they just kind of are comfortably landing here. And the elevation helps with that. It helps it to look less forced and more just relaxed. We're gonna open, bringing the elbows down, and once the elbows are all the way down, bend your wrists back and lower the palms all the way down. Now we're gonna elevate the elbows, keeping the wrists bent back, and lead out with the wrists, softening the elbows, softening the wrists. So we have I like to instigate this movement coming down from below, finding the elevation in the wrists, going through the full opening here, and then out. So we have a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're fully unfurling here. Lift the elbows, 5, wrist 6, elbow 7, wrist 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Heart burst. Okay. That is one of many heart bursts that you will learn in the water journey of elemental fusion. I think I got everybody here. I got everyone except for the turn. Okay, great. So I'm going to teach you one of my signature spins. You see me do these all the time, and there's a fair amount of nuance to how I do them. So I want to share this with you today, where I don't know if we've done any spins yet. I don't think we have, just rotations from side to side. So we're starting to flow a little bit more. This is a crossover turn, and you see this in my ritual theater format, the Elemental Fusion Anamara Tableau format. You'll see this a lot when I bring lots of dancers together in unison, embodying the elements within a sacred geometric framework. And we use this spin more than any other to get from point A to point B, or even just to alternate angles. It's a wonderful way to mix things up. So if we were to turn to the left, We would cross the right foot over the left, and I like to keep the cross really nice and close together. So lifting the heel and giving a beautiful point and setting down on the ball here on the outside of the left foot to begin the turn. And now as I lower the right heel, the left begins to lift as I rotate on the balls of my feet to face over to the other side. So we have a lift with a point set down on the ball. Begin to lower that right heel as the left heel lifts, and then use the ball of your left foot to finish the propelling around to face the other side. So you want to try and keep your spin as slow and steady as possible. Beautiful, Nimue, yes. So just like, nice, Claire, yes. So just like with falling in love with the journey of point A to point B in your slides and your chest circles, I want you to do the same thing with your crossover turns and slow them down. Slow them all the way down, and what you want to try to watch out for is a level change, which I see a lot when I teach this. A lot of dancers want to kind of come up and go around, and I see a lot of wanting to just get to the next thing. Now, they're really fun to do fast. There's no denying that, but it's when you can really dial them in and turn them into a meditation, really slow them down and fall in love with that journey is when the magic happens, and it becomes hypnotizing to watch, and it's therapeutic to do. Beautiful. Okay, so now as you're doing your spins, try it on the other side. Alternate between your feet. Nice and slow. Good. Now, as you spin, I want you to see if you can recline into it a little bit, keeping the tailbone down. See if you can just kind of find your recline. Now, as you're spinning, look over the shoulder that that's turning, that's directing the turn. Give a glance over the shoulder. With your recline. Yes. So when I say recline, I just mean little elevation in the chest. Shoulders are back and down, kind of relaxed a little bit, looking over your shoulder. And the shoulder that I'm spinning with, I pulled down just a little bit farther than the other one. And it gives this beautiful, almost like ballerina in a music box kind of essence. Yes. Okay. Good. Nice and slow. Gazing over the shoulder. Beautiful. All right. Now that we've got that, if we're crossing right over left, so this is always going to be a general rule with crossover turns, unless you're just doing it with the arms down, which is lovely. I like to do a wrap. So the shoulder that's leading, I think of the elbow that leads more than anything, because that's the elbow that's going to bend the wrist in the front or the back. The elbow that leads, that arm goes in the front. The elbow that is following, that elbow goes in the back, that wrist. So when you do your fold, you want to watch out for this happening. I see this happening a lot where dancers are just kind of like holding on for dear life, or they are just not thinking about softening the hands so that they'll get kind of stiff. So when you do your wrap, just think softened elbow, softened wrist, and allow it to just drape across your body. And same thing in the back. Allow the drapage so that you have this soft spiral that's going on with your arms. And If you're going to lift your wrists higher, I just ask that you bring energy in the fingers so that there's a breath. So as you're turning and the fingers come up, then they're going to come back down again and unfurl to open on the other side of where you're turning. So crossing right over left, as that foot crosses, just bring awareness into your arms. Give yourself a breath as they elevate. As you set that toe down, they begin their wrap. So you don't need to get your arms there as fast as possible. It can be a gradual fold as you're turning. And then once we face the other direction and we lift that other heel, they softly open. So crossing right over left, that would mean if we're turning to the left, left arm is in front. So I have this nice breath as they settle, turn, finish the settle, and then open as we finish the turn. So arms would be and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8. Full 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So always when practicing this, strong posture, shoulders back, chest elevated. You can give yourself a little bit of that recline and a look as you fold and open back to neutral. Recline and a look as you fold and open back to neutral. And so it's these reclines and looks that take it out of the robotic and into the nuanced and the intention. So I'm going to show you our homework combo, very simple shapes this week. Just really focus on those counts and clear circular lines. So we're going to begin. There's a methodology to the way that the energy is moving when we practice water. And this is the Ace of Cups class. So we really are going to embody a chalice that overflows like a waterfall. We're going to fill ourselves first and then make an offering. So we begin to fill our cup standing 3/4 angle facing to the left. Right heel is elevated, ball of the right foot planted inside of the arch of the left. Tailbone down, chest up, shoulders back and down. Nice, strong second position here. And we're going to do a head swirl for a full 8 count. So when we do our head swirl, we're going to slide. Let's see, we're doing our head swirls. Ba-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Yeah, so everything is going to make its way towards the mirrors, whichever side you're facing, which means it's going to begin by moving away from the mirror. So we're going to slide the head to the left. We're going to circle it front, over to the right, and neutral. Now we're going to do the same thing in the chest. So we're going to slide the chest to the left, lateral circle, to the front, right, and scoop in the back, then neutral. Now we're going to Ami, so we're going to do left glute, bringing it across the front of the low abdomen, pulling everybody in, and then letting everyone out, setting that right hip down to finish. So we start with a lateral spiral going down. 8 count for each. Head is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So on the 7, you can make your scoop there And then on 8, bring the chest back to neutral. It's just the tiniest little shift, but I wanted to put it in there so that you're bringing your awareness back to that posture. And hips, left glute, 2, 3, 4, out, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the full in of that Ami is on the 4, and then you're beginning to release for the 5, 6, 7, 8, finishing that right hip landing on the 8. Now we're going to do a belly roll down. You can give yourself a little bit of a chest prep here by drawing the scapula together, not together and down. We're not doing a full body wave. We're just going to find our strength in the chest and upper abdominals, lower abdominals, in, out, out. So that's a full 8 count. We have and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone's in, pushing them out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to reverse undulate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone's in. Out, 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 out. 5, 6, 7, 8. With that strength in the chest on the 8. So next we're going to do our heart burst. Opening from the heart. So we have an and a, drawing the wrists up in front of the heart. 2, 3, 4, opening out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to do a chest circle to the left. So we've been doing everyone towards the mirror. Now we're going to do this chest circle away from the mirror, and it is a vertical chest circle. So we had our lateral series going down. We have our undulations. We have our heart burst chest circle. So we go to slide to the right, center, left, neutral, and then we cross over turn. Crossing right over left as we begin the fold, reclining, looking over that left shoulder to turn and face the right side of the room. So now we do everything on this side, and everything, remember, is moving towards the mirrors to start. So we slide to the right in the head, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, chest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hips instigate on the right, 2, 3, 4, out, left, down, 6, 7, setting that left hip down on 8, and then we have the undulations, chest going down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, heart burst, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and chest circle vertical to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, crossover turn, left over right. Right arm folds in front, left back, give the recline, gap glancing over the right shoulder. 2, 3, 4, open, 5, 6, 7, 8. So as you're practicing this for your homework, fall in love with the journey. We're going to do everything for full 8 counts, and then we'll break them down to 4s. But I want you to find strength and nuance. Fall in love with the slowness of it, okay? So we're going to do Whales. I love this song. I'm kind of obsessed with this song right now. We're facing 3/4 angle to the left. Breathe with your movements. Find the breath, find the grace. Slow them all the way down. Fall in love with each moment of the journey. Eight count for each. We've got a total of 8 8s, breaks down to 4 8s when we speed things up. And 5, 6, 7 with the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chest circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crossover. Turn. 2, 3, 4. Open. 5, 6, 7, 8. Head swirl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chest circle. It's lateral. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Ami. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Belly roll down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vertical chest circle to the right. Oh, I'm sorry, it's heart burst. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Heart and chest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ami. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Belly roll down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Heart burst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chest circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And turn. 2, 3, 4. Open. 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's try that at a 4 count each. I know it's closing in on 2 o'clock. If you have to go, I understand and I love you. All right. So head would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Chest. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Belly roll. 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse undulation. 2, 3, 4. Heart burst. 5, 6, 7, 8. Chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. And turn. 6. Here we go. Head. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Chest. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4. Belly roll. 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 2, 3, 4. Heart burst. 5, 6, 7, 8. Chest circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chest. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ami. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heart and belly roll. 6, 7, 8. Rolling up. 2, 3, 4. Heart burst. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Chest circle. Right. 2, 3, 4. Crossover. Turn. 6, 7, and 8. And head. 2, 3, 4. Chest. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Belly roll. 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heart burst. 5, 6, 7, 8. Chest circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. 5. Last one on this side. Head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chest. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Belly roll. 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chest. Oops. Heart burst. 7, 8. Chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. And turn. 6, 7, 8. So as you're practicing this goodie box of circles, this little treasure chest of circles, you want to make sure that there's a flow and an awareness in the arms, even though they're keeping the count. Try not to rush them. You'll be surprised how much time you actually have in between those counts, especially when you practice slowing all the way down. For like, give yourself a full song, just doing full 8 counts of everything. And then when it gets to the 4s and you're speeding things up, you'll find that there's awareness in the movement, much more in the journey in between, moving from point A to point B. So try not to rush to your points. Find the juice in between the points. And when you're practicing your crossover turns, as you're turning, fall in love with that fold and unfurling, and bring your awareness back to that lotus in your heart and feel that while you're moving, and breathe with it. And even if your arms on the 8 are just here, you can still soften and settle them after that. I just really wanted to encourage you to fall in love with the in-between, especially in water. It's the flow that we're meditating on in this part of our journey. We can geek out on counts when we get into air. So just find your flow, love your flow. Let's do a quick little cool down so that you're not in too much pain. We're just gonna do a 10-minute cool down if you have time. If not, I totally understand. So go ahead and grab your mat. We're gonna leave the water gate open in our temples. And of course you'll have practice videos, although I feel like these isolations are pretty straightforward. Still nice to have someone there with you. All right, let's find the tabletop position. Hands and knees. Actually, go ahead and grab your blocks. I hope you already had them handy. Excuse me. We're gonna breathe into traditional cat-camel. Cat-camel, cat-cow. I don't know what it actually is. I hear them both across the board. Alignment, wrists with the shoulder sockets, knees with the hip bone sockets. Inhaling as the chest arches under, drawing your shoulders down your back, lifting that tailbone. Face looks to the sky. Exhale, draw your navel in, arching the spine all the way up, tucking the chin. And inhale, under. Exhale, over. Keep on breathing. I'm going to talk to you while we breathe. Please promise me and yourself that as you practice these circular motions, you always make sure to condition your body with some opening and closing yoga. Warm up and cool down. If you do not, full disclaimer, you could potentially hurt yourself. I've done it before. I learned the hard way. I used to work in an office selling gemstones, so still magical, but as I was dancing and developing my career as a dance artist, I would do a little bit of yoga, but mostly just couldn't wait to get to the dance and the movements and the articulations, and then I would go sit in an office for 8 hours And I developed multiple herniated discs because I wasn't conditioning my body for these movements. And it was the circulatory movements that really did it. So please promise me and yourselves that you're going to give yourself some cat-camel and some bridge and some downward dog whenever you do these. All right, soften the elbows, lift the chest, deep breath in. Exhale, all the way back and down. Inhale up, curl the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Using the navel, drawing the navel in to lift the tailbone high. Setting the heels down, couple deep breaths here. One more deep breath in. Exhale, walk your feet forward towards your hands. We're going to inhale to a strong half lift. Exhale down, engage the fold. Going to lower the booty down, prepping for the chair position. Sweeping the arms forward up to ear height as we sit nice and low. Tailbone aimed down. Chest up, shoulders back. Crown reaches straight out from the top of your spine. One more deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward, linking your arms to side of your elbows. Let your head hang. Breathe into your back. And slowly turn your head from side to side. And nod it up and down. Go ahead and release the arms. Bend your knees and set your booty down. We're going to bring our legs out in front of us and let them relax, holding on to the front of our legs. Inhaling. Chest reaches forward as we lean forward. Exhale. Draw the navel in, arching all the way back. And inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. All right, plant your feet nice and close to you at hip distance apart. Extend your arms out in front of you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll the spine down, engaging the abdominals until you're all the way down. Bring your knees up over your chest and rock from side to side. We're going to set our feet down, hip distance apart. Nice and close to your tailbone. Palms down at your sides. Inhale. Engage the glutes to lift your hips up off of the floor, reaching with those hips towards the sky. And pressing your shoulders down into the earth. Exhale, roll the spine back down, bone by bone. You want to keep your knees in alignment with your hip bones at all times. Inhale up, reach towards the sky with those hips, pressing the shoulders down. And exhale, roll the spine back down. And inhale up. We're going to hold for 3 breaths here, really reaching with those hips. One more deep breath in. Exhale down. Bring your knees up over your chest and rock from side to side. All right. Spread your arms out from shoulder height, slightly lower than that. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Lower your knees all the way to the left. Inhaling slowly, lift them back up again. And slow exhale down to the right. And inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. One more time on each side. And returning to center, grab a hold of your knees. Pull your right knee in towards your chest, extend the left leg out. Pointed toes, deep breath in. Exhale, switch legs. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, both knees to chest. Roll over onto your right side. Set your left hand down and use that arm to lift you back up to sitting. We're gonna get our blocks and set them up to prop ourselves into a little bit of a supported recline. Tall block on its side, tall side up. Other block on its short side, tall side. I don't know what I'm saying. You have one block like this and one block like this. And then you're gonna recline onto that lower block so that it falls between your shoulder blades, and then reach up around back and make sure the upper block works as a headrest for you. Then go ahead and open your feet wider than your hips and let your knees rest against each other. We're going to extend our arms up overhead, reaching up high to the sky, and use your scapula to lift the arms, raising them up, and pull them down around your block. And up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Now we're going to raise them all the way up overhead. Deep breath in, setting them down on the floor, and then softening the elbows as they draw down to your sides. Deep breath in, raising them high. Set them down. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Soften your arms here for 3 breaths. Just let them rest at your sides. Alright, and roll over on your right side. Set your left hand down. Use that arm to lift you back up to sitting. And sitting in lotus, bring your hands to heart center. We'll have 3 closing breaths of gratitude. Breath of gratitude for our ancestors. Breath of gratitude for our guardians, guides, and helper spirits. Breath of gratitude for ourselves, for taking this time to nourish our bodies today. And 1 more breath of gratitude for the elemental of water. In the temple of our hearts. So much love to you, dear hearts. Until next time, have a beautiful week.